Your phone rings. Caller ID says it's the Social Security Administration. 1-800-772-1213. The real number, official. The voice on the other end is calm, professional. He says there's a problem with your Social Security number, says it's been suspended, compromised, used in a crime, drugs, money laundering, something serious. Then the threat: if you don't act now, there will be an arrest warrant, your accounts will be frozen, your benefits gone. You feel your chest tighten. This is the government calling. They wouldn't lie, would they? Here's the truth they don't want you to know. That call isn't from the Social Security Administration. It's a scam, and it's stealing more money from Americans than any other government imposter scheme in history. In 2024 alone, scammers posing as government officials stole over $577 million, and the number one target, the Social Security Administration. This isn't happening to someone else. It's happening right now, maybe to your neighbor, your parent, your friend. And if you don't know how this scam works, you could be next. Let me show you exactly how they do it and how to stop them cold. Let's talk numbers first, because this isn't some small-time operation. In 2023, the Federal Trade Commission reported that government imposter scams stole $617.9 million from Americans. By November 2024, that number had already hit $577 million and climbing. The Social Security Administration is now the most impersonated government agency in America. It beat the IRS. It beat Medicare. It beat them all. Over 228,000 complaints were filed in 2023 alone, and that's just the people who reported it. Most victims never tell a soul. They're too ashamed, too scared, too broken. The median loss per victim, $1,500, but for people between 70 and 84 years old, the average loss jumps to $14,459. Life savings, retirement funds, money they'll never get back. And here's what makes this so dangerous. These scammers aren't amateurs. They're professionals. They work out of massive call centers, most of them in India, running sophisticated operations with scripts, training, and technology designed to break you down psychologically. They know how to sound official, they know how to create panic, and they know exactly how to make you believe them. So how does it work? How does a stranger on the phone convince a smart, careful person to hand over thousands of dollars? It starts with technology, something called caller ID spoofing. Your phone rings, you look down, the screen shows 1-800-772-1213, the real official Social Security Administration customer service number, the one you could look up right now on their website. But here's the trick. That call isn't coming from Social Security. It's coming from a call center thousands of miles away. The scammers use technology to fake the number, to spoof it, so it looks legitimate on your screen. You can't trust caller ID anymore, not with this scam. So you answer, and that's when the play begins. Sometimes it's a robocall, an automated message that sounds official, bureaucratic, cold. It tells you there's a problem with your Social Security number. Press 1 to speak to an agent immediately. Other times, it's a live person from the start. A man or woman with an accent, sometimes Indian, sometimes American, who identifies themselves by name. They give you an employee number, a badge number. They sound calm, professional, like they've done this 1,000 times before. Because they have. They tell you your Social Security number has been suspended, or compromised, or flagged in a federal investigation. They might say your number was found at the scene of a crime in Texas, that it was used to rent a car filled with drugs, that it's tied to money laundering in Mexico. The details change, but the goal is the same: to scare you. They want your heart racing. They want you confused, off balance, desperate for help. And then they offer you a way out. Here's where the psychology gets brutal. The caller says they're here to help you. They're on your side. but you need to act fast, right now, this minute, or things will get worse. They might say there's an arrest warrant being issued in your name, that federal agents are on their way to your home, that your bank accounts will be frozen by the end of the day, that your Social Security benefits will stop immediately. Some victims report being kept on the phone for hours. In one case from Georgia, an 82-year-old woman was on the line for over 11 hours straight while scammers convinced her to drain her accounts. 11 hours. They don't let you hang up. They don't let you think. They isolate you from reality, from anyone who could tell you this is a lie. And then comes the demand. To fix the problem, you need to pay, right now. But here's the red flag. They never ask for a check. They never give you a government payment portal. They don't want anything traceable. Instead, they tell you to go to Target or Walmart or CVS. Buy gift cards, Apple, Google Play, Amazon, whatever they can turn into cash fast, sometimes thousands of dollars worth. Or they tell you to wire money through Western Union or MoneyGram, or send cryptocurrency, or, and this still happens, mail cash in a package through FedEx or UPS to an address they provide. One victim in San Francisco sent $4,000 in gift cards, then mailed $20,000 in cash before realizing it was a scam. Another woman in Ohio lost over $4,000. A retired professor, smart, educated, careful, but the scammers knew how to push the right buttons. Here's what you need to understand. The United States government will never, ever ask you to pay with gift cards. If someone tells you to do that, it's 100% a scam. No exceptions. Let me tell you about the people behind these calls, because understanding who they are helps you see through the act. The FBI, the Social Security Administration Office of Inspector General, and Homeland Security Investigations have tracked these operations back to massive call centers in India, specifically places like Noida in Uttar Pradesh. These aren't lone wolves. These are organized criminal enterprises. In 2024, one ringleader in Illinois was sentenced to 188 months, that's over 15 years, in federal prison for laundering millions from Indian call center scams. Over 80% of his victims were elderly. Victims described relentless phone calls, financial ruin, shame so deep they couldn't tell their own families. In another case, an India-based VoIP provider was indicted for facilitating millions of scam calls. One victim in Georgia was told her Social Security number was involved in a crime and was kept on the phone while scammers directed her to buy gift cards to protect her money. The system works like this. The call centers in India make the calls. Then they have runners in the United States, people who pick up the cash packages, drain the gift cards, and move the money. It's a global operation, and it's incredibly effective. Now let's talk about what the real Social Security Administration does and doesn't do. The SSA will not call you out of the blue to threaten you. They won't demand immediate payment. They won't tell you your Social Security number has been suspended, because that's not even possible. Your number can't be suspended or blocked. If the Social Security Administration needs to contact you, they'll usually send you a letter first, certified mail, with payment options and appeal rights clearly explained. They might call you if you've recently applied for benefits or if there's an ongoing issue with your account that you're already aware of. But even then, they won't threaten you, they won't create panic, they won't demand secrecy. A real SSA employee will never tell you to keep the call secret. They'll never say, don't tell your family, don't talk to the police. That's a scammer isolating you, cutting you off from help. And here's the big one. The government will never ask for payment in gift cards, wire transfers, cryptocurrency, or cash by mail, ever. If you hear those words, hang up immediately. So what do you do if you get one of these calls? Here's your 3-step plan.
Write it down, share it with everyone you know. Step 1. Hang up. The moment someone claiming to be from Social Security threatens you or demands immediate payment, end the call. Don't argue, don't try to reason with them, don't press any buttons. Just hang up. Even if the caller ID looks real, even if they have your name or part of your Social Security number, even if they sound official, none of that matters. Hang up. Step 2. Verify independently. If you're worried there might actually be an issue with your account, don't call the number they gave you. Don't use the callback feature on your phone. Instead, go to the official Social Security website, SSA.gov, and find the real customer service number, 1-800-772-1213. Call them yourself. Yes, you might be on hold for a while, but that wait time is worth it to know you're talking to a real person, not a scammer. Step 3. Report it. Even if you didn't lose money, report the call. You could save the next person. Call the Social Security Administration Office of Inspector General Fraud Hotline at 1-800-269-0271 or report it online at oig.ssa.gov/report. You can also report it to the Federal Trade Commission at reportfraud.ftc.gov. Every report helps law enforcement track these criminals and shut them down.
Let's talk about the red flags, the warning signs that should make you hang up instantly. Red flag 1. They called you first. If Social Security needs to reach you, they'll usually mail you first. Unexpected calls, especially threatening ones, are almost always scams. Red flag 2. They create immediate urgency. Your number has been suspended. Agents are on the way. You'll be arrested today. Real government agencies don't operate like that. They give you time. They give you options. Red flag 3. They demand secrecy. If someone says, "Don't tell anyone about this call," they're trying to isolate you. That's a scammer's move, not a government employee's. Red flag 4. They ask for unusual payment. Gift cards, wire transfers, cryptocurrency, cash in the mail, these are not how the government collects money. If you hear this, it's 100% a scam. Red flag 5. They threaten you. Real SSA employees don't threaten arrest, don't threaten to freeze your accounts, don't threaten to cut your benefits. If someone is trying to scare you, they're trying to scam you. Trust your instincts. If something feels wrong, it probably is. Here's what I want you to remember. $577 million. That's how much these scammers stole in just 1 year. From people like you, from your neighbors, from families who worked their whole lives and deserve to enjoy their retirement in peace. This isn't just about money. It's about dignity. It's about security. It's about the feeling of safety that gets stolen along with the cash. But you have power here. You have knowledge. And knowledge is the one thing these scammers can't fake. The Social Security Administration will never threaten you over the phone. They'll never demand gift cards. They'll never tell you to keep secrets. If you hear any of those things, you hang up. You verify. You report. And you tell everyone you care about, your parents, your grandparents, your friends. Because this scam works when people don't know about it. It fails when communities fight back. Don't let these criminals win. Don't let them take what you've earned. Remember, if someone calls claiming to be from Social Security and demands immediate action or payment, especially with gift cards, it's a scam. Hang up. Call back using the real number. Protect yourself. Share this video. It could save someone's life savings. Stay sharp, stay skeptical, and stay safe.